Okay, so welcome to this weekly tune in to tune up your life. So, this is your opportunity to connect with your Akashic records, to activate some healing, or be facilitated in a process where healing is happening to support you with a particular topic and theme. And so, this is your opportunity to work with your Akashic records to build up your practice, build up your connection, build up your confidence. So I would invite you to tune into any of these particular sessions, and there's more than 100 on my YouTube channel, which is Marina the Soul Alchemist. I have a playlist. I have one big playlist, and then I have individual playlists or different playlists which kind of group up the particular theme. So it might just be a little bit easier for you to find what it is that you need. And so today we are inspired by the weekly guidance, and it was financial freedom, the financial freedom card, which was card one. And financial freedom is going to be one of the, I guess, destinations that we are working on in our human experience, feeling like we don't have these shackles and these restraints, and that not necessarily focusing on the money, but focusing on the joy, focusing on the happiness that magnetizes wealth and prosperity and abundance in, but it's not our main focus. So, that is the destination perhaps for a lot of us, but maybe one of those stepping stones to get there is financial relief rather than financial freedom, because financial freedom actually takes quite a lot of strategy as well. And it takes a lot of mindset work and really understanding your relationship with money. And I would invite you to go on that journey and really start to strengthen your relationship with money, because once you get to start to understand what your money stories are, your wounds, your traumas, your desires, your aspirations, it really helps you to navigate that. It really helps you to maybe get knowledge and learning so you can understand how to leverage money so it works for you and you don't work for it. That's what financial freedom tends to kind of indicate. In that process, financial relief is definitely going to be something that we're going to be wanting to be in a position of, where we're not having to worry about the next source of income or how hard we have to work to get that to cover off the minimum. It's having more than enough and being comfortable with having more than enough and knowing that there's more than enough to go around, even though we may not believe that. We may believe that if I have more than enough, then somebody else is missing out. And that isn't true, but we are led to believe that. Anyway, today I tuned in, and I don't think I have done curses, not for a long time if I have, as a specific block. And what this is impacting is our ability to hold on to money, because that's important, that we feel comfortable that we're able to hold on to some money. It's not just constant in and out. There's a pot of savings that we don't feel the need to spend, and we allow it to grow and expand and thrive, And some of us can find that really hard to do. It's uncomfortable to hold on to money because there may be some fears around it being stolen, maybe from past life, that I don't know. It could mean anything. So holding on to money is the impact that we are perhaps challenged by, and the impact, the thing that is creating that result of us being maybe uncomfortable or not being able to manage to hold on to money is curses. Now, these might not be specific money curses, but they are curses just in general. And these aren't curses that have been placed on you. These are curses that you have placed on others. So there's always plot twists in these things. Sometimes we always think that we're the victim. And actually, sometimes in some of our lifetimes, because we've got to have the full richness of the human experience, we're the perpetrator. And get comfortable with being the perpetrator, because it's just part of our soul's experience to understand itself in all forms, in all ways, in all circumstances, in all experiences. So obviously, when we've been a perpetrator, then that can create karmic patterns. And until we, I don't know, see those curses, offer forgiveness, and actively want to release the impact of the curse, maybe for ourselves, but also for the other person, then that karmic pattern is still going to be there, whether we're conscious or not. That karmic pattern is still running. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to release some curses that are impacting your money, finances, money relief, and this ability to hold on to money. Now, you might find that there isn't this instant change of money relationship, and all of a sudden, you can hold on to money and there's money falling, like literally falling out of the sky. Generally, these are gentle shifts, gentle changes, maybe in your mindset, how you feel about money, how you may be inspired to learn how to have better money management and skills around money, maybe just even talking about money, and not avoiding it, not avoiding your expenses and the bills and things, and how you kind of manage all of that. That's where the subtle shifts come in, but those subtle shifts make massive change. So don't underestimate the impact of subtle shifts. So really be mindful and aware of those, because the more awareness you bring to them, the more that you invite in to notice. And it's incredible. They kind of compound, and then all of a sudden, like, things are really starting to move. It's amazing. So hopefully this is making sense. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go in, we're going to clear curses that are impacting our money, connection with money, finances, so that we can get to a point of final destination, financial freedom. In the interim, financial relief, and whatever other steps you want to connect him with on that particular journey. And as I say, Master Merlin is going to support us with the releasing of the curses. It needs some support, some good support to release that type of block. So it's not something that we're going to just do ourselves. We need particular support to come in and help us. So I'm just seeing if there's any comments. I can't see any comments, but that's okay. I can see that people are watching. Welcome, everybody. Oh, good morning, Penny. Good morning, Balba. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Joan. Amazing. Okay, so let's get cracking. Let's get into it. And I would invite you to do this one again whenever you're feeling drawn to, because as we know, with any of this healing in the Akashic Records or anywhere else, it's not a one and done. It would be great if it was, but it's not. So you'll only get what you're ready to release in each session, and that's for your highest good. So it's all perfect. All right, so place your palms facing upwards and just think about what it is that it would be like to have just a bit more financial relief. We're not going to go to financial freedom unless you want to go to financial freedom. But let's start with financial relief. What would that look like for you? Where would you find yourself maybe just being in that real, being able to relax and not worry? Well, we can project a lot of worry onto money. So then therefore we then attract the energy of money back in with the frequency of worry attached to it. So that's just a little tip as well. When you're spending money, when you're paying from, paying credit, past credit or debt or investment, whatever you want to term it as, and you're doing it with resistance, and you're doing it with reluctance and a heaviness. You're almost attaching this is the only way that I can work with money, is with this heavy energy. So just a little bit like this female here, she's like not focusing on the money, but she's dancing around. She's in her joy, she's in her happiness. And that's the frequency that she's attached to money. So that's, as soon as she goes into those types of vibrations and does the activities that bring that vibration to her, the money pours in. So maybe just have a little think about how you could also start to attach a different frequency to the way that you handle money. And that's money in and it's money out. It's receiving money, it's holding money, it's creating money, it's spending money, it's giving money. Any way that you've got this transaction going on, what is the best frequency that you can attach to that? So that's just another little bit of homework for you. And again, just see how that shifts for you. So, as I say, hands, palms facing upwards. When you're ready, if it feels comfortable, close your eyes. And I want you to take a big deep breath in. And as you take that big deep breath in, you're going to call back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. Breathe in this beautiful golden soul light deep into your chest. And on the out breath, just relax the shoulders, just allowing any worry, any financial worry and stresses, or anything else, just to melt away, fall away from the shoulders, the jawline, the forehead. These are all points where we tend to hold on to stress, just allowing it all to be released. And then again, take a big deep breath in, calling back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. Breathe in that beautiful golden soul light deep into the chest, deep into the heart chakra. And on the out breath, releasing anything from the collective, in particular, money beliefs, projections, programming, conditioning, illusions that you have around money. And just allowing that to be released back to divine source light, back into the light on the out breath. One more time, take a big deep breath in. Calling back all of your energy from across time and space, people and events. Breathing that golden soul light deep into the chest. And on the out breath, releasing any fears, any regret, any shaming around money, anything that has shame or blame or guilt attached to the frequency of money. Just on the out breath, we're asking for this to be released on the out breath back to divine source light. And asking for the body elemental to continue to breathe in the frequency of abundance, calmness, peace on the in-breath, and expanding that around the whole body. And on the out-breath, continuing to breathe out any non-beneficial energy, anything that doesn't serve or support us, back to divine source light. And as you continue that deep cycle of breath, your body becomes more and more relaxed. Start to bring your awareness to your feet and start to sense, feel, know, or imagine thick, strong silver roots coming out of the soles of your feet. And those silver roots start to make their way into the earth, going deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. And eventually they find a large glistening crystal. Just sense, feel, know, or imagine the kind of crystal, the type, or maybe just the color if you're not sure. And just know whatever has presented itself is exactly what you need to remain grounded through this session, but also to help you release the curses. It's the crystalline energy here that is going to help you to do that. Wrap your silver roots around the crystal. And as you do, your silver roots start to drink in that energy. The silver roots start to change color, taking on the sparkly colored energy, and start to drink that energy back up towards the feet, drawing it up. And as the crystalline energy from the heart of Mother Earth starts to move through your feet, all the way up through the body, through the chakras, the meridians, the nadis, And this crystalline energy just pauses in the heart chakra and just expands as a ball of light, just opening up the heart chakra just a little bit more, bringing the light into wherever there is shadow, where there is wounding, in particular connected to money, where there is fear. Just bringing the crystalline energy from the heart of Mother Earth and the frequency of divine love. Allow yourself to receive this love, allowing it to expand in the heart. And that will continue to work on your heart chakra, which is your main receiving muscle when it comes to abundance, prosperity, and wealth. And then this crystalline energy moves up through to the top of the head, cleansing and clearing the chakras here, opening up everything that needs to be opened. And then the crown chakra opens and the crystalline energy moves through the top of the head and starts to swirl all around you in a clockwise movement all the way back down to your feet. But as it does, it moves out into your aura, cleansing, clearing anything in your auric field, transmuting, transforming anything that isn't serving you. We allow the crystalline energy to move out through the aura into your environment, into your room. Again, just realigning anything that needs to be supported today. And then we call in your guides, your team in spirit, beings of 100% pure love and light only, to now step into the space with you. In particular, those guides that can hold the space for you and support you as we clear curses. So there may be some specific teams in spirit, maybe just temporary guides that want to step in for you to hold the space. We invite you in now. Sense, feel, know, or imagine those guides now stepping really close to the physical body. You may feel them, you may not. It's all perfect. Just know that your guides are here, standing with you. Then we call in the 6 archangels to hold you in angelic white light, with Archangel Michael now stepping in behind you, Archangel Gabriel to your left, Archangel Raphael to your right. We invite Archangel Uriel to take a space in front of you. These 4 archangels connect together all around you, around the body, 360 degrees. Archangel Sandalphon, please bring up the crystalline grid of the earth. A fiery white, silvery grid of light presents itself at your feet. Step onto that grid of light. And as you do, your silver roots connect in with that grid. And it allows you to feel even more grounded and earthed, but also bringing up the frequencies from the Lemurian beings of light, bringing up any magic, any alignment that is needed for us with this session today. We invite you into this space. Archangel Metatron, please bring down the Christ conscious grid of light above our heads. A fiery white golden grid of light, now moving through your etheric chakras above your head, lighting up each one as a ball of light. Archangel Metatron pulls a cord of light from that grid and places it on your crown chakra. And that cord of light now moves down through the body, lighting up every aspect of your being with this golden, beautiful, powerful light. Moving through all of the cells, all of the atoms, your energetic and physical DNA, pouring down the body, activating, unlocking, clearing, cleansing all aspects of your being, waking up any dormant abundance codes, money codes that are ready to be unlocked, to be enhanced, to be magnetized. That golden light moves all the way down to your feet, down into the earth, waking up the Earth Star chakra. And Archangel Metatron takes a space above your head, and these 6 archangels come together, placing you now in a white angelic sphere of light. You are held above and below, within and without. Take a deep breath here for me. And on the out breath, just settle into this space. Start to bring your awareness to your third eye, the point between the eyebrows. And start to sense, feel, know, or imagine a purple portal of light that is starting to get bigger and bigger, bigger and bigger. It gets so big you step through the purple portal of light and you start to head towards a large door. This is the door to your Akashic records, and as you get closer, you may want to place your hands on the door so you can feel the texture of the door beneath your fingertips. Maybe heighten up your visual or your imagination so you can see the door. Maybe knock on the door so you can hear the sound of the material it's made from. As you stand in front of the door, your details start to appear. Your full name, your date of birth, and your place of birth. Once you feel satisfied that those details have shown themselves, place your hand upon the door handle and open the door to your Akashic records. Take a step into your cosmic library, and as you do, the door shuts gently behind you. Take a moment to settle into this space, perhaps feeling like you have come home, knowing that you are surrounded by all of your soul's wisdom, your gifts, your talents, your life's experiences, all held within this space and accessible at any time. Head down towards the long, large table in the middle of your library. And as you do, you notice that your present lifetime book is open on the tabletop. If you feel drawn to pull this present lifetime book towards you, and just place your hands upon it, maybe infusing the intentions that you have for your money relationship, how you would like to be in a place of financial relief or freedom. Put your dreams, your aspirations, place them in to the book. Perhaps mention them out loud. Maybe have them in your mind and intend them to be imprinted into the book. Through your hands, through the palm chakras. Place those intentions, those desires, those aspirations, and anchor them into the book. And your present lifetime book will hear everything that you desire, that you wish for, and will install it through writing, through pictures, through symbols, into the pages, so that there is a remembrance after this session. So it's easy to reconnect with these desires whenever you choose. Your Akashic record keepers step in beside you, and you notice that there is another figure that has also stepped in. All of your guides and this special guest are smiling. The special guest is Master Merlin. Just notice how your guides are presenting themselves today, and also Master Merlin. And just know that they can change in their appearance, and that's okay. That is absolutely perfect. For some of you, you may not see your guides. You may just know that they are there. Your guides and Master Merlin know that you have important work to do today to realign and readdress the karma that has been created, the karmic patterns that you find yourself looping in when it comes to financial relief, financial freedom, your relationship with money. And these do connect with past life experiences where you have placed curses for whatever reason on others to disempower, maybe from a place of survival, maybe from a place of anger, maybe from a place of resentment and loathing. It's important to recognize that we have these experiences, but also important to recognize when we get to a place of wanting to release those experiences, make amends perhaps for our choices in those lifetimes, and offer deep healing and forgiveness for whatever we have activated. So your guides are now inviting you to stand upon a golden disc of light that is now appearing on the floor in your Akashic records. And once you find yourself on that golden light, a golden portal of light opens above your head, and this connects you directly with Divine Source. And the Divine Source light starts to pour in above your head, filling up your Akashic records. And for the highest good of all, we now ask for all souls to stand and step into our Akashic records that are ready to receive our forgiveness and to receive healing where we have placed a curse upon them. You may start to notice that there are figures stepping into your Akashic records. We invite them in with unconditional love, knowing that nobody can be harmed within this space. It is a space filled with divine, unconditional love, compassion, and forgiveness. But we invite these souls in to receive healing and to receive our forgiveness. Just notice how many souls have stepped in. And you will notice with these souls that there is a very fine cord that is connecting to you and to those souls. And this is the curse thread that is tying you still together. And so Master Merlin steps forward and starts to work on these threads with your permission and with these souls' permission. Just notice if you are sensing whether any of those souls do not give permission. And just acknowledge that you give permission for these curses to be released. And then Master Merlin, with his staff, which has a beautiful amethyst placed at the top of it, starts to gently place the amethyst onto each of these threads. And as the amethyst touches the thread, the curse gets released back to divine source light without any retribution, any rebound to any souls that are here present in this healing. They go directly back to divine source light to be alchemized and transmuted into energy elsewhere. Now, when you're ready, I want you to offer forgiveness in whatever way that you wish to do that to any of the souls that have stepped into your Akashic records. And that could be just a simple hug. It may be just, I forgive you. Please accept my forgiveness. I am sorry. And just acknowledge what you need to share with each of these souls, how you want to offer this forgiveness, this healing. And then for the highest good of all concerned, we ask for these souls now to step onto this disc of light, which starts to expand through the whole of your records. And then that divine source light pours down over every individual soul that has stepped into this space so that they can receive a deep realignment, activation, and healing directly with divine source light. We ask for all karmic lessons, all karmic debt that can be completed, that can be released, that can be repaid with the board of 100% pure karmic board of light. We ask for that now also. If there are any adjustments and updates that are going to be done within your Akashic records or within those souls' Akashic records with their permission, that is done now. Merlin just continues to walk around, making sure that all of these threads have been released, have been alchemized back into the light. And just notice if there's any other binding that is around your body, maybe not connected with these souls, but maybe karmic looping or karmic patterns. They may show themselves as binds, cords that are maybe keeping parts of the body together, like your legs, your ankles, maybe your wrists. Just notice if there's anything else and ask for Master Merlin to step forward with his staff of light and to release you from those bindings. Any bindings that fall away instantly dissolve in divine source light. Asking for all knowledge, all wisdom to be kept updated in your Akashic records, but knowing that the energetic release has now occurred. Feeling this sense of freedom for yourself as you stand within your Akashic records in this golden light, receiving now whatever activations that will support you with financial freedom, financial relief, receiving, holding onto abundance. And also noticing perhaps the relaxation and the changes within the souls that have stepped into your Akashic records. Maybe they present themselves now in a slightly different way, feeling lighter, feeling maybe more happy. We thank all of the souls for stepping into our Akashic records today, offering gratitude and thanks, and again, unconditional love, compassion, and forgiveness. These souls start to step out of your records. And Master Merlin steps forward to let you know that he has now completed his work, offering gratitude and thanks to Master Merlin for his activations today, his support. And you just stand within that divine source light just for slightly longer, receiving whatever coding of abundance, of prosperity that is now available for you to receive now that those curses have been released. Now that you've let go of those threads, allowing whatever beautiful light and frequency to fill whatever void spaces have been left behind, that you can then tap into to help you expand, to maybe change mindsets, behaviors, and patterning from this point forwards. And then that golden portal of light starts to close down above your head. And your Akashic records return back to as they were when you first stepped in. Your Akashic record keepers are pleased and delighted with the changes and the activations that have gone ahead today, and applaud you for your courage and your bravery. Receive that celebration. And then when you're ready, start to head towards the door of your Akashic records. When you're ready, open up the door. Step out of your cosmic library. And out loud or in your mind, I want you to say, I now close my Akashic records. Head towards the purple portal of light there in front of you. And then when you're ready, step through it. And slowly start to bring yourself back round into the space. Maybe have a stretch. Maybe rub your palms together just to bring yourself back into the physical body. Rub your feet on the floor. Rub your hands on your thighs. We're just grounding ourselves back into the body. Make sure you're drinking lots of water over the next 24 hours because this healing will continue. Your higher self and guides will manage the process. They will support you with the integration, but the water helps you to flush your physical body, but also any downloads, any wisdom, any messages that need to come through. If you're hydrated, they come through more easily. So just make sure you're drinking lots of water to support you. And then just notice the changes in your own behaviors, your own inspirations and ideas, what you are drawn to maybe start to create as a habit around your finances, around your money. And keep me updated. Let me know in the comments below or let me know on YouTube. And do please go back to this session or any other session to get a different layer of healing, a different level of activation, and of course, new wisdom as well. So, love and blessings. Take care of yourself. Keep up your Akashic record practice because it is the number one, in my opinion, empowerment tool that you have available to you to realign your human experience to what it is that you want it to be. So, love and blessings. Don't forget financial relief or financial freedom. And of course, if you have this deck of cards, then I would invite you to leave this card out for 24 hours, asking for the portal of healing within the card to continue whatever activations or upgrades that you need around your financial wealth. So if you've got the deck of cards, leave that card out, ask for that intention, ask for that request, and then just have it on your altar, near where you work, maybe near where you sleep, where you relax. Just have the card out. It will do its work. Okay. So love and blessings, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Speak to you soon.